Hello, our presentation today is on the Business Intelligence and Analytics current situation and opportunities at TriHealth. This presentation is for the class BAIS 655, Business Intelligence, with Dr. Ari. Our team of presenters is pictured here. We have Abhishek Sharma, Joe Morrow, and Danielle Mason. I'm Danielle Mason, and I'm going to start by giving an overview of the company. TriHealth is a not-for-profit healthcare system in Cincinnati, Ohio. It was formed back in 1995 when Good Samaritan Hospital joined with Bethesda North Hospital, and it's rapidly grown since. Currently, it operates at least 130 sites of care, including primary care, specialties, hospice, home health, urgent care, retail clinics, and even fitness centers. TriHealth is the fourth largest employer in Cincinnati with over 11,500 employees, and some say this number is closer to 12 or 13,000 at this point. And the mission of TriHealth is to improve overall health of the patients that it serves. The current situation of TriHealth's business intelligence and analytics has some important areas of opportunity. While TriHealth has access to mountains of information through the Epic electronic medical record and Caboodle, they're not currently fully optimizing the data capabilities to the extent that maybe they could to improve patient and community health. Information is requested and reported in business unit silos. Each department can make requests, and an analyst will determine where to find the information and develop a report or dashboard to provide to the requester. Additionally, there are currently at least two major departments at TriHealth that are being managed outside of the main BI&A department. The first is marketing, who hired their own analysts and have a different overall analytical focus. And the second is in the area of population health and value-based care. For improvement of population health initiatives, TriHealth has contracted with a third-party company called Lumeris, who specializes in value-based care. While plans have been in place for a while to improve the situation at TriHealth, they're now in a better position than ever to execute those plans. Approximately 6 months ago, they promoted a new system executive of analytics who has major plans for the entire department, and they have significant executive level leadership interest and involvement. Long-term goals include optimizing data sets to allow for quick reports for different areas, so more time and attention can be allocated to the out-of-the-ordinary requests and eventually to significant health system enhancements in artificial intelligence and cognitive learning. Other future goals include training programs to improve user literacy, hiring the right people to bridge the gap between data sets and skills, and ensuring consistency in relationships between the business intelligence team and executive leadership. Next is Joe Morrow, who will discuss TriHealth's infrastructure and more.
Thank you, Danielle, for going over the current situation of TriHealth. My name is Joe Morrow, and I'll be going over the BI and A architecture of TriHealth. The Business Intelligence and Analytics Department is broken into two teams, the Data Ops and the Data Set team. Data Ops is responsible for moving, upgrading, and utilizing the ETL systems. The Data Set team is responsible for making sense of the data and implementing the customer and manager strategy into the data operations. Outside the Business Intelligence and Analytics Department, all departments within TriHealth has their own designated analyst. These analysts utilize the business intelligence analytics data for their department needs, but TriHealth's marketing and population health team differ in that the marketing has its own data set and population health utilizes a third-party service called Lumeris. Recently, TriHealth's BI and A team partnered with a third-party service called Olive that integrates the data into the artificial intelligence capabilities. The data that BI and A department is taken from is the internal patient portals and external systems such as Lumeris third-party service and the Epic databases. Epic is an American privately held healthcare software company that houses external medical data on patients. This external Epic data and non-Epic data is housed in a large data warehouse called Chronicle. From the Chronicle data warehouse, the external and internal data is consolidated and transferred into an ETL system called Caboodle. Caboodle is in accordance with a data mart called Clarity and transforms the data for easy access and utilization of dashboards primarily used with the service called Tableau. This data from Caboodle and Clarity also fuels the information needed for Olive for artificial intelligence services. The healthcare industry as a whole has a very promising outlook in the future. Currently, the market reached $4.1 million. The industry alone accounts for 19.7% of the United States GDP and ranks second in the world behind the country of Switzerland. The healthcare industry is primarily divided into 5 sectors: health insurance, healthcare marketing, pharmaceuticals, healthcare tech, and health administration. These 5 sectors are expected to expand due to the innovative technology that has given rise to the telehealth and data-driven systems. Through these innovations, revenues and spending are expected to more than double from the year 2020 to 2040. Even with this promise of growth, there are significant hurdles, especially externally. Governmental involvement and reform poses a threat to healthcare franchises, much like TriHealth. With the innovations of data-driven analytical systems, customers are transitioning to different key drivers and values. According to CVS 2021 Insight Study, the leading driver for customer decisions within healthcare is ease of access to care and privacy. Both drivers account for 89% of the respondents. This shows that the consumers are in tune with the innovative technology that offer both access to easier care but is susceptible to privacy issues. This is evident through another driver being data security, which 88% of the respondents consider important factors. These drivers contribute to the future trends of the healthcare industry. These trends revolve around the technology advances expected within the market. Telehealth is extremely prominent within the industry currently and is expected to exponentially increase in the future. Telehealth also came to a forefront within many companies due to the pandemic and limited face-to-face appointments. Another innovative technology is wearable health monitors that allows patients to monitor their health. These trends allow patients and companies alike to lower costs. Patients are able to now monitor their health and then utilize the telehealth system. With telehealth alone, patients save $131 per visit and saves healthcare providers $361 per patient. These 2 examples of innovative technology contribute to the future trends of access to care and saving costs within the market. The largest challenges present to TriHealth remains in internal assurance and security. TriHealth faces an evident challenge to maintain internal data structures and security. The internal challenges poses a significant threat to the weaknesses that are present in the eyes of the patients. The patients need the assurance of security, especially concerning medical and healthcare data. If internal governance and security structures lack strength, then customers will perceive this weakness and not utilize the BI and A systems present. A highly concerning challenge is the third-party usage and governance within the company. It makes customers and patients uncomfortable to not visibly see the information as many analytical systems characterize. TriHealth's current innovations contribute to the development of analytical dashboards to save time and money on patient care. Yet, TriHealth must implement security within these dashboards that may slow the process. To guarantee patients' security and privacy, TriHealth governance systems must be in place to regulate and control the inflow and outflows of data. Yet TriHealth has an empty position at the health of the governance operation. This to customers may show susceptibility and a lack of priorities on the security front. This offers a significant challenge to TriHealth and must be mediated to show customers the senses of security and privacy. Another security risk is the usage of third-party systems like Lumeris utilization within the population health department. Within the population health, Lumeris is used as a third party and is often overwhelmed due to the lack of resources and capabilities. Offering the data that TriHealth has to outside sources even furthers the susceptibility and chances of a data leak.
Thank you, Joe. Hi, this is Abhishek Sharma. I'll be taking this presentation forward. Let's talk about the competitors. TriHealth have 2 main competitors, Mercy Health and UC Health. Both of these did not invest much in BI, but lately they've invested a lot. Mercy Health have invested around $10 million in a healthcare analytic company called TriHealth Health. TriHealth Health is developing predictive analytics platform, which will predict national and local healthcare trends. Mercy Health will predict future market dynamics and implement evidence-based strategies based on the platform. Whereas UC Health also invested around $11 million to scale up AI-based mental health app that can predict depressive relapses up to a week in advance. TriHealth, since it has its BI capacity, but its competitors are doing a lot of investments in the predictive analytics, so it also invested $10 million in enterprise imaging portfolio with IBM Watson Health. It will help TriHealth clinicians timely access to medical images that are critical to healthcare decisions. Let's move on the SWOT analysis. As we know, TriHealth have a strength as its leadership recognizes the importance of BI and ready to invest. They have a good data gathering strategy so far, which has been working well for them. TriHealth also have the skilled BI workforce available to them. They are good at descriptive analytics and reports, but they don't have any data governance set up yet. They are lacking the data governance. Also, they have a less focus on data security and privacy, which is very essential in the healthcare industry because of the HIPAA guidelines. It has opportunity to use predictive analytics and develop necessary skill set. It also has the opportunity to gather data from various sources and develop new data ingestion processes. Its threats are its competitions is catching up. They have invested heavily in the predictive analytics. So it also needs to catch up on that. Also with the time, TriHealth needs to scale its system based on its growth and the current market trends. Let's move on the next one. TriHealth has done good job in the descriptive analytics so far. However, it needs to focus on predictive analytics, and it can do that by getting data. It cannot do the predictive analytics on a small subset of data. It needs data from variety of sources, including patient portals, research studies, EMR, public records, even search engine data, wearable devices, healthcare devices, smartphone apps, payer records from insurance, and government agencies. So it needs to develop a framework where it can get data from all of these sources and develop that framework to use machine learning to build the models it needs for the predictive analytics. It also needs governance because since it's a sensitive data, it needs more processes and policies on this. And with time, it also needs to use cloud providers. Its current systems may or may not scale enough. It needs to analyze whether its systems needs an upgrade, or even it can use cloud providers like AWS or Microsoft Azure. So these are the few recommendations we have come up with. TriHealth has been very proactive to use data in the healthcare, but at the same time, it also has the opportunity to grow further and find more ways to use data for the betterment of healthcare of its customers. The outlook for the healthcare is very exciting compared to other sectors, and TriHealth has a promising future. If it is able to build big data capabilities, it can use that architecture in the following areas. Precision medicines. It can use that in the wearables and IoT sensors. It can even enhance its patient care using machine learning models. So yeah, TriHealth has a good future coming forward. Thank you so much. Following slides have the references which we have used during our research. Thank you. Here are the references we have used. Thank you so much.